It's a new year, hopefully a new you or a better you.
And despite the temperature today, it is soup season.
It's January.
Yes, and of course, a good friend of Good Day, Jacquelyn Jones of Solfood Collective Kitchen, is cooking with us once again this morning, and it smells already so good.
Always does. Good morning. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Making soup.
Yes, we're making soup.
Okay.
So this is a really good soup.
You can come here if you want to get behind. Yeah.
I'll go here. I'll have you get started.
Okay.
And then we'll get into it. So we're going to start with a little bit of avocado oil.
Okay.
So what kind of soup is this, Jacquelyn?
This is a turmeric lentil soup.
Okay.
And it's really good to lower inflammation. It's really good for digestion.
Oh yeah, that's a good sound right there.
Yes, sauteing.
What did we put in here? Looks like carrots.
This is your mirepoix.
Okay.
This is your carrots, onion, celery. I added a little bit of garlic. When you have this, you can pretty much do anything. You can make anything.
Starter.
It's the base for everything.
Okay.
So you're going to start with the mirepoix.
Okay.
And you're going to let that cook for about 5 to 7 minutes until the onions get translucent. You know, everything kind of gets a little, you know,
Softer. Okay.
Yeah, that looks good. Let's just turn the heat down just a little bit over there.
Where's Amanda's cooking on high.
Turn it down just a little bit.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that.
So what's the next step after that, Jacquelyn?
So then after that, you're gonna add your turmeric and black pepper, and this has salt in it. So I really want to talk about turmeric.
Turmeric.
So turmeric is best when paired with black pepper, and this is because it makes it 2,000 times more bioavailable. So it's very important that you pair your turmeric with your black pepper. Now another important thing with turmeric is you want to pair it with a fat, so that way it bypasses the liver and can get absorbed a lot better in the body. Otherwise, it just kind of hangs out in the liver, and we want to kind of avoid that.
All right.
So this soup kind of covers everything. It's really good.
Because, you know, I take a turmeric and black pepper supplement daily, but it's much better when you can get this naturally into your food.
Absolutely. And if you want to use turmeric root for this, kind of grate it like you would ginger, you can absolutely do that. It's easily accessible. It's at stores. It's not hard to find.
And speak to the health benefits again of turmeric. And you said it helps so much with
inflammation.
Inflammation.
It's really known to help lower inflammation. So it's good for that. It's also really good for your gut. Turmeric is just one of those things. It's like a non-negotiable for me. Every day I take turmeric.
You have to have it. Okay, this tomatoes, is that what we just put in there?
Then you put in some diced tomatoes.
Okay.
And then you add your vegetable stock.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
In there. Okay.
Now we're cooking, Amanda.
We got some soup just as easy as a normal soup recipe to where everything can just go in.
Everything
and it's easy to make.
Yeah.
Love
and then
easy.
you add your coconut milk. That's that good, healthy fat that we want, you know, for the turmeric.
I was wondering what that was. I was like, I know it's not sour cream.
Nope. And then you have cilantro. Cilantro is excellent at removing heavy metals from the body.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
And plus it just has fantastic flavor on its own.
Yes.
Adds some really good flavor.
All the bonus.
And then the star of the show, if turmeric is not the star, it would be the lentils. So these are green lentils. You want to add those in there.
And there's a lot of different kinds, huh?
Yes.
I was going to say, yeah, you brought quite a few here, and there's a lot of variety. So tell us about what the differences are and what they do, you know, within the body.
So the protein kind of varies on these guys. You know, this has a little bit higher protein. It says here like 14 grams per serving. So red lentils you really want for like dal, if you want to make dal. So it's not going to hold its shape too well.
Okay.
So keep that in mind. I like to use red lentils to puree to make almost like a mashed potato out of lentils.
Okay.
Oh,
so delicious.
Another use.
Another use.
Yeah.
And then green lentils, which is what we're using for this recipe, will lose its shape a little bit, but not entirely. Just, I don't know why I chose that. Well, I definitely didn't want to make this a dal, so I did that. But you could also use a black lentil for this.
Okay.
I love black lentils. I think they look cool. It turns whatever you're making black, which is another reason why I didn't really use it for this, because you want this to be a nice gold.
Black.
You want to see the colors.
Right. But black lentils are excellent, like the shepherd's pie that we made. So making like shepherd's pies. You can make like lentil salads. I have like a Moroccan lentil salad where I use that with other veggies. And
now, are lentils in the bean family?
Lentils, I think, are in the bean family, and people get so, like, you know, stay away from legumes and things like that. They're so healthy
so good for you.
They are so good for you, especially when you sprout them, and they're really easy to sprout.
Okay.
Really,
I like easy.
Yes. they're easy to sprout.
So, Jacquelyn, are we done with all the ingredients for this soup? Is that good to go?
Yeah. So once this is like done, boiled, the lentils are cooked.
Kind of simmer it for a while, or what?
Well, 15 minutes. Okay. Cover it for 15 minutes, and then when it's done, you add your kale. This is baby kale.
Okay.
Kale also is a superfood, so good for you. And you want to add it at the last minute because if it sits in the soup, it just gets real funky color and not fun. And I mean, it's fine, but it's better to serve it to people when it's nice and bright. So you just give that a stir and, you know, kind of let it break down a little bit, and then you serve it.
So when we look at prep time and we look at cooking time and now it's time to go on the table, how long does this soup take?
I would say 30 minutes tops.
Okay.
Oh, that's a perfect meal for during the week in the hustle and bustle.
Yep,
So
exactly.
It's easy to incorporate these healthy meals in our everyday routines, which is, you know, kind of what we're focusing on here in the new year, is kind of turning that new leaf and making it easy to
Healthy
do it.
can be easy, and especially when you have a lot of these staples in your pantry already.
I always tell everyone, you always have to have your mirepoix, your carrots, celery, onion, have garlic. With that, you have a base for everything. And then, like, always have a lemon. You can do for dressing lemon and avocado oil. Throw in an avocado. I always have avocados, even if I'm just like drizzling a lemon on top of, you know, and then eating it like that. But always having that. And then in the pantry, I always have garbanzo beans. I always have coconut milk, so that way I can, you know, make a soup like this if I need to. And I always have lentils because this is a protein source, that is a protein source, healthy fats, and then just, you know, all of the goodies that make a good base.
And you know, Jacquelyn, so many people, they think eating healthy is complicated. Speak to that. Is this a complicated process?
It's not, but it is a lot of just kind of knowing what to put together and being able, it's, you know, everything's an experiment. Like, get in the kitchen and experiment. It's okay, but it's really not healthy. It's just we've always been told, like, put a protein on your plate, steak or chicken with a vegetable, and now it's just finding that replacement for protein.
Yeah, and so it's retraining the brain a little bit to what's good. Did you? Okay, all right.
Yep,
Just making sure you all made me a point as well. All right.
All right, let's give this a taste. It's nice and warm, so just so you know.
And this is part of my 7-day reset that I have that is just really good to help kind of detox the body, flood it full of nutrients, and, you know, and I also help people go to the grocery store and tell them what to buy. And
people
like
have no, you know, you can walk in the grocery store and if you've been doing something a certain way your whole life, you just don't even know.
Right. You have no idea.
So you teach us what to look for, what not, what
how
to
read
avoid.
labels. Yeah.
Jacquelyn, that's really good. Thanks so much.
You don't have to be sick to eat the soup.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, yeah, that's a whole nother story right there.
It doesn't even have to be cold to eat this soup.
That's really good. Always nice to have something warm in the morning, too. Jacquelyn, thanks so much.
Delicious.